on, everybody? We are back with hot new page on the Excel sheet. Coming in with a new game, Guilty Gear Strive. Got Dogi Sandwich and Coach. Coach, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. Got a brand new game, so some fresh new faces. So interested to see how it all goes down.
Oh yeah, new faces is everything we're gonna have around here. Starting off with two names that I do not believe has ever been around ZoneBreakers Online before. We got Saint Dominic and I don't know if it's Imp or Counter. I'm thinking Counter. Most people put their tag first, so I'm going Counter.
Yeah, we'll go counter because I see like they got the full caps on the challenge, so that might just be a tag. So emphasize it'll be easier anyway. So if you don't go,
I can tell you that it's not the material of missing powers, but no telling what the Imp stands for.
No telling. Saint Dominique versus Counter. So I guess once we get this spectating underway,
I'm hoping that we actually get in there because I see the two avatars battling and look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, man. This lobby, everybody knows to deal with this lobby, so.
yeah, it's not been proven to be player friendly in general, but even more so for tourney. Right. So we're doing a Discord stream and got Lupe's Lounge over here facilitating us as best he can. So I don't know if those two are the people we were waiting for or not.
Oh, I see bars going down. That's not a good sign.
So I'm guessing the spectating went off before the match went started.
We're gonna have to do some Marvel spectating, Vanilla Marvel 3, where you got the two cars fighting.
Please.
You know what makes this better though is the fact that the avatars can fight in the lobby, or they can at least hit each other. So that why do I get the feeling that would turn into like a great filler? That like what hit avatar battles in the lobby?
I mean, right now it ain't filler. It's the main event.
Oh yeah, the Nagariki avatar looking pretty good, down to a pixel. Only needs one more hit to close it out. All right, that hit wasn't good enough. Still needs another one with a pixel and a prayer. Old boy Joel looking okay, but not good enough. And it looks like our Nagariki avatar is going to take this 2 rounds to 0. Don't know what's actually going on over there, but yo, got to talk about something. Oh, they running it back? Oh, dang.
So I guess we go have to wait for the next match before we actually start seeing some action.
Oh, all right. So you been up to anything interesting lately?
I've actually been messing with this game. I haven't like deep dived in it like I want to, but just kind of gotten basic footing, playing it, coasting on old knowledge, and I played some locals yesterday. The game's pretty interesting in how it's built, although getting used to it's that phase where you kind of get used to moving around, playing, putting a stop to like the obviously unsafe stuff, so you just get hit a lot of stuff you're not gonna get hit with like a month later, but it's still annoying.
Like Heavy Mob Cemetery.
I actually avoided that for the most part, but it's more like I can't do anything now because all they gotta do is have the ID in their mind. I'll put a period on the end of this round. So you end up it's like soul has 50 meter. All right, let me go ahead and set up shop, get ready for when they do it, jump, and we can start playing again.
Just have your finger on the panic button when the Holocaust comes.
Man, you can't press anything though. If you pressed anything, you're dead.
Oh man, so you were playing Faust, I assume?
Yeah. So
after spinning your wheels a little bit, just getting your feet wet, how do you feel about it?
Still kind of in progress because at the moment I was just doing the basic poking and anti-airing. Right. That can't really tell you much until you're like playing at a level where you're forced to deal with the negative aspects of your character.
Right. Was it like? Does it feel like it's going to be a big transition from Rev?
I think so.
You think? Why is that?
Yeah. Most
I mean,
of it,
we were like, not in this tournament, but we were commentating a little bit of Strive earlier. You know, 6-8 still looks like it works. There's still items, right? So, what's new? What's different?
it's mainly like they take out the FTC. So when you want to cover a lot of parts of the screen, you're generally committing to movement and stuff like that. For the most part, his buttons still kind of do the same thing. Like it's at its base, it's still Faust, but then you're operating off of higher risk, negative frames, and so most of what you do is more of a commitment and not, a suggestion. Like it's a lot more ambiguous in the like XR series where your pressure ends and starts, what's gonna happen to you, so you can like sneak in items where you would usually be negative just because you know they can't move, they won't want to move here and there. But now it's pretty streamlined. It's like, if you commit to this action, they can hit you in the face, no matter what it is you do. And so you're explicitly looking for particular interactions rather than
Mankind
just
knew
like,
that they
I'm gonna
cannot
do
change
this and this is
society.
their problem.
So
a lot of that, I
instead
think
of
that a
reflecting
lot of
on
that is gone in the
themselves,
game in
they
general,
blamed the beasts.
except for in certain few cases. But
Right.
looks like we got our games up.
We have to see if any of those cases come up. As we finally made it into spectator mode.
Or hell.
The heralded spectator mode that's been in the FTC for who knows how long. First match we're gonna have on stream: Proteus playing Eno and A3 Religion. New name, new face from out here. Not a new face to the FGC. It's been around for quite a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
But Proteus, it's a home state name over here.
Nakoriyuki.
Let's see if he can hold down the block for us.
Let's rock.
All right, he's gonna go dive in, get started, from the victory. From today, A3 Religion off that burst right away. Proteus takes dialing it in and pressing hard. Trying to
Hold down the block. We ain't blocking nothing. Ain't blocking that big finally able to get Proteus on the back foot. Can't really put a beat on it. Proteus trying to run with it. Running a little too far.
Stop that something right out of his tracks, and it's taking the lead.
Taking it, run to the other side of the screen.
Yeah, with that coverage, Eno's probably gonna have a harder time flying around with so, Proteus is trying to pick those spots. You see the enemies coming out because you don't want to run into those big normal. Right there, like such.
It's kind of making it to where Proteus really want to use the burst. Getting slashed in the ankle.
Duel 2.
And that's going to be Religion.
Once Religion took the health lead, it was like hunkering down. This is your problem now. Close that round now, go. It's just time to like that.
And Religion showing white support over there. Starting off in the second round.
Big 6H counter. Not a big conversion, but gets a little damage. Back to this screen, and Proteus is able to start that pressure. Throwing down that red RC, just trying to press it as hard as possible. A3 Religion saw the 1 minute gap, put in the 5K.
All the way down, but that makes it really dangerous for Proteus. He's not really going to get too much of a chance to get back in there. Met air to air with a JK as Religion gets the first game. The way that first game panned out, that last round panned out, is something that I've been kind of mindful of with Guilty Gear, like where the resources are. It's really interesting to think of the defensive mechanics in this game, and the fact that they don't really need too much to, because it's all have to work. It's like just blocking is pretty hard to do. And it's entirely possible to get shut out of
Yes, it's like one of those sort of catch-22, but you definitely need the meter to win, but you need to win the making smart moves here, gets a super off. Playing on a thread of life here. Using that YRC power, a potent defensive tool to stop religion, give you plus range, stops their offense dead in its tracks, takes advantage of the quick overhead.
It is your turn if you win.
Dashing out of the corner, blood sucking universe, keeping that blood gauge in control, and that's something that like we haven't mentioned, but yeah, 8-3 religion has not had a problem at all.
The higher the game is on, really over level 2 even. Can't get a big conversion. Errantly sticking his hand out a little further than religion, like
Let's rock.
it says 3 out of 5. Don't know if we've made that.
Nah, not yet. And I noticed that at first, like, honed in on the victory just to try to keep catching 8-3 religion speed, getting him off guard, but 8-3 religion is adapting the strategy of like, I'm not gonna stay on the ground and if I do it, I'm gonna get you.
Got pinned down with a couple of overhead conversion, so you can pin back in the air for 2-8, but still forced off the burst. Trying to come in again, can't get deep enough to get anything to block.
Blood Grade's looking pretty dangerous now, and you were using that's something that a lot of people don't know is that command grab punches. A lot of things that one thing people don't know is you can use FB to control that's what he was doing there. And like as soon as your meter runs out, you transform or you let it go, you transform. But you can delay it by a slight bit.
Duel 1.
Like to kind of throw off, like they try to do the punish, when the gauges up.
There wasn't enough religion to remember to take the second game outside. Actually, didn't we want to do my first?
I believe it is.
Religion will fix it one way or the other.
Duel 2. Ain't no problem, ain't no problem.
Let's rock.
Trying to fight back. Look at the first though. There's one that is not able to and there's what's up the universe? What's the name of that?
So we got the combos, the big damage that he's known
Slap.
And even though the super didn't get the full animation, the big H at the end is enough to close the set out for religion. Takes 3-1 to kick us off for GG Strive.
Duel 1.
Okay, I guess they were wrong. I guess you're wrong. I guess now 8-3 don't miss that later, but generally he's been pretty in control, you know, racking up that ship damage with all these generally in control of things. Now that he's got a whole victory, but Proteus is not gonna go outside of him. He's pressing that defense, use that blue wire to grip on in, to get the anti-air. Got the wall break, and now we're gonna have a positive bonus.
Looking like it really hasn't panned out for religion so far. Hasn't been able to use it, or hasn't chosen to use it. Proteus ready for it all. Brought his helmet to work.
Dumped the whole bucket of resources like, one of us is gonna die here. It was just happening in religion this time. Counter hit. Close it out. Screen thinks it says it all.
Let's rock.
Sorry, no. What I can only do at this point is at the point where listen, I lost once before. See if we can get it again.
Just off the burst with the screen coverage. You can't go anywhere where I can't reach.
That man hitting from an entire different zip code. Doesn't have an RP for it, but bro isn't ready for the point this time, so the Lipton getting away with a little bit of good here. With and it's supposed to be releasing out of Dodge tomorrow. In the driver's seat, catches the stroke.
Trying to weather the storm one last time, got the super. But since Proteus jumped back, you got all those extra frames to block. So there was no way he's trying to sweep the screen, trying to find out where Eno's gonna be, but it doesn't matter. The Proteus ran into the 5K.
Yo, what's the score? Is it 3-1, 4-1? I saw the 4 up there.
All right, now we 3-1. So shout outs to A3 Religion for pushing through on that one.
Pretty consistent with the checks against the dives. That was the winning piece at the end, but that's something that was just there throughout the set. Wasn't letting Proteus in for free for the most part. Like, if it wasn't a check on the dive, it was just like the gigantic 2H, making sure that Proteus wasn't getting comfortable in the air.
Yep, like even when it missed, it did send that message. It's like you can't play around here. And so Proteus, generally was sticking to the short dashes, stroke the big tree. It was kind of playing under the lower part of the screen, but even that kind of, blew up when the 2S's were counter hitting and stuff, often closing out rounds. So.
Counters are something serious in this game. The actual effect of a counter. Like, there's some of like the minor ones that don't do anything, but the big ones, yeah, that's what I'm waiting to get back to here.
Counter.
Screen shaking. Let's go.
I love that, like the gap in between how the hit stun works. Or I should say the actual impact freeze, the hit stop. It's like the actual OSs you can get from that. It's actually just so blatantly obvious. It's like, I'm gonna push this move, I'm gonna pump in 2 different special moves, and if I get my counter hit, you're gonna die. If not, well, we just back to business.
This is something that's been on my mind with counters. This is like completely unrelated to gameplay. All right, but since people have been so adamant about modding PC, somebody needs to mod in the Darkest Dungeon narrator for the counter hits. Tell me that wouldn't be sick.
I've already seen quite a few counter hit mods. I've heard the Taco Bell ring and a few others. Yeah, the game came out on PC day one officially, quote unquote. But
right.
People are already plugging away. So you're gonna see some wacky stuff. But
man.
Speaking of stuff, we got HBK Man versus I'm Just That Kinky. The latter, which is another ZoneBreakers Online regular.
Actually, they both are. HBK Man is BB Tackler.
Okay, so that's why I wouldn't know.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, we 2 regulars then. So we got Milia and Anji.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Milia with all that movement and mobility.
Duel 1.
Anji with that auto guard and tricky movement and stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
Really accurate representation of the character. Anji, like, not the same art type of style, but aesthetic, I would say.
Yeah, I guess there's that aspect of like the special spin for the auto guard, where it's like the character's approaching you, you're not quite sure what to do.
Right. Yeah, that first round kind of says that HBK Man is not quite sure what to do wrong.
Trying to find some kind of spot to get in. That's the knockdown. We got the disc. I don't know enough about whether they know what real is about, but he's blocking them. It gets me, so we're gonna go with that.
We just get here and watch the fence. That's a big conversion that's on the wall too. Gonna take it. No.
Opponent's already behind the meter. Spinning in with confusion, but HBK take that opportunity to get out of the game.
Nice conversion as well. Not nearly as much damage as he was able to do. To be expected, Billy.
Take that burst. We already down one round, so we're gonna hang in there. Air to air, coming in with I think that's the jump S. Yeah, it's the jump S. So, yep, closes out HBK man on game 1.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Gonna turn some ball lined up.
The auto guard and HBK man. It's a nice punch. Jump ace. What's HBK man off the first? Confirm, getting the wall break. Oh, he almost there.
Hey, no, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, obviously, he missed the ball that was taking making sure that HBK man doesn't go anywhere and just smothered in the
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Really good coming over the top to start off still has a decent amount of ground.
Yeah, I think I've seen that happen to Millie quite a bit, where she wall breaks, she wall splashes so high she can't get up in time to do the whole wall break. Air cross block. Illusion block. Illusion is pretty negative. Doesn't take the wire, that's the problem. So that's the other thing you gotta kind of look out for. Some characters, like with DPs, can definitely just like look through Illusion on blocking all the follow-ups. But I don't know if Millie can do that like her jabs and anything. They shouldn't be fast enough. Because in this game, she doesn't have it. She doesn't have a 5 frame.
Let's rock.
She got weird.
Good old wait. Got the cross up, got the left right off the chin, got the corner carry. Ooh, okay. Purple bar.
You kind of unhappy. You're like, finally get to throw the half bar again, close to it.
Yep, so HBK man pressing in.
Get in there and hit the deck. 2K for days.
Let's rock.
Alright, air dash over. Player's looking for some kind of spot. He's just hanging up in the air. It's like, I don't want to deal with that.
Still going on this team. Just set up the break wall. Top side one more time to break the wall. Over the top. Try to get a conversion. He's tired. He doesn't have the time.
So it looks like HBK man is trying to press buttons on that overhead follow up and just get the counter hit. So it looks like Jab can't save small.
Y'all let her in?
Seems like a fair safe suspension.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Hanging out here. Not ready for the follow. This team would have been really nice for him. It's easy for me to.
The closest anti here is pretty good to catch the cross up.
On the ground, double pieces. Charging forward is HBK man. Gets another wall, but this is one with a really big lead behind him. Meter as well, so wall really HBK man's court at this point.
Yep, looking good. Got the sweep, got the disc, got the bad move, got everything. So like,
doesn't have a block for the button.
But at least Kiki's off the burst has very little health to deal with. Still has 50 meters, so they have some kind of option, whether it be super or, Roman cancels.
Yeah, so RC that doesn't do anything, but if Kinky's able to block one more time, is gonna fall into another RC or another 50 meter, and not gonna get a chance as 6P is there to save the day and close the game.
Yep, HBK man finally on the board.
Not gonna lie, still have to get used to seeing in-round, in-game animations. Forgot where we were at this point, but HBK man finally got a point, finally got on the board.
All right, falling jump H to a little bit of damage, getting Kinky a pretty good lead here. But hey, we got the mix-ups, but HBK man didn't have that full combo on deck.
Talk about mixes, we got scrambles and another break as well. So HBK man is running away with this game. Gold burst.
It's like, I just want to keep the momentum. I want to keep this going.
Right.
I don't care. I want to win now.
I want to win. It's looking pretty good. Still has 50 meter to work with for the RC. Homan right there. Wasn't ready for the Yeoman. Yes, I'm bringing those back. I'm sorry. Woo.
Got Fujin in the sweet follow-up. Again, just catching Kinky trying to be just a little too cheeky in the air. Been feeling a little too comfortable up there, so HBK man's been paying a price a little bit, but closes it out with a throw.
Literally able to hold on for the wild ride as Kinky was trying to bring that one back, but HBK man with the first round looking to try to get the break, tie us up to a piece. Gets clipped out of the air, bounce off the wall too.
Ooh, that's a pretty big chunky counter hit with the 50 meter behind it.
Right.
Looking real good for Kinky right now. Huge life lead, got the positive bonus. Got, not much to worry about until you get swept.
That's the first time Kinky's been touched. That's still a long road for HBK man to try to get back into this. Why RC taking a page out of HBK man's playbook? Good look from Kinky. Air to air again. Just knew that HBK man was going to try to take the high road. Tied us up one round apiece. Kinky trying to close it out. Good throw.
Got that gold burst. So we got full meter on HBK. Gonna go ahead and just throw out the buzzsaw there, and it works.
Homan in. But Kinky's been able to find quite a few air-to-airs defensively and just holding down the neutral. Saw two right there. And it's going to be another big conversion. No burst to save HBK. But a bit of a drop, an important drop.
Yeah, not quite time to get the wall break.
Right.
And, but it doesn't matter because, like we've been kind of pointing out, is HBK man is just like kind of just loves hovering on the air around Kinky, trying to enforce those cross-ups. And Kinky was like, "I'm gonna air to air you. I'm just gonna air or anti-air you." Right. And yeah, HBK man seemed pretty reliable on Milia's air movement, and you never really saw them press like hard on the ground, like when Milia's running 2K and stuff like that. And so once Kinky realized that, it's like, well, I'm just gonna rip you out of the air over and over again till you show me otherwise.
Yeah. Got some pretty hefty confirms in there. I mean, that's kind of goes to with the nature of the game and everything. One, in being Strive and being a fairly high damage game. Two, with being Millie. If I remember correctly, she's not like the tankiest character or anything, but still Kinky able to make ends meet time and time again.
Indeed. So that's our full first round. I believe.
I mean, it said round two. I don't know exactly where we're going. Yeah, that was a round two match.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that was it was a round two match. I think that was just one of the round two blocks that was filled out. Oh no, never mind. I'm looking at it again. You're right. So that's a round two. So I guess we're gonna see another round two match. I don't know who's coming up next.
Well, while we are waiting, drum roll, and you're gonna have to give me this slide because I think I remember it. I mean, Matcherino, go to Matcherino, !point Matcherino in the chat. You can contribute, log in with your favorite social media and using your code ZBGGST29. I did this, but I didn't remember. It's a new one. All right, give me a break. ZBGGST29 adds 50 cents to the pot. While you got a couple minutes while we try to figure out who we're going to have for our next Winners Round 2 match, you can do a couple of sponsor quests, add a couple more bucks to the pot. Crowdfunded by Matcherino, by the way. This is not your money. But if you want to use your money, if you're feeling generous, if you're feeling like the homie, you can donate your own money to the pot. Is this the part where you're going to try to slide in the merch too? Because I need to see that.
All right, yeah. So if you're interested in getting some gear, some coffee mugs, we got t-shirts, hoodies. So like if you want to represent the ZoneBreakers brand, go ahead and check out the merch store, zonebreakers.creator-spring.com, and we'd be real grateful for the support.
I'm still not getting a purple shirt. I don't care what anybody says. Umbi can mail one over to me and I'll send it back and get a gray. A gray or a black. That's what I'm looking at.
Man, they just want you to support. They don't care what color. All right, so we got Tectal Eastside versus Terry Lee. And so Tectal, another regular here, Georgia player, known for May and Rev, and so it's repping her here in Strive. And Terry Lee is from the DMV Discord that I'm in, and I shared it in there. So he decided to sign up. He's from the I don't remember which state, but the DMV area, and so he plays Kai.
If you'd have asked me if who Tectal played in Rev, I would have told you Tectal didn't play Rev. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he did some pretty decent places in tournaments.
All
right. So May, the one of the more memed characters because of her very straightforward prowess.
I mean, when you take away the cool stuff, what else do you expect to happen? But she's not doing anything but getting memed on at this point. Terry Lee
got the Foudre arc on deck. It has a pretty strong hitbox. It's like you got to be ready to interrupt it, especially off of strings.
Right.
Had the RC, but wasn't ready for the combo, I guess. But doesn't matter. We shutting it out.
The strongest of burst base. Just knew the burst was coming, but Tech was holding on to it for round 2, which isn't a bad idea at all, especially with the way that started off. But he's got to be mindful to make sure to use it at some point in time if the same song keeps getting sung.
Got the Dolphin Rise, 2H, big DP punish. Terry gonna hold on to the burst as well.
All right. Has a round to get. Ooh. I don't know what that's about because Tectal blocked the burst. That should have been the end of it right there.
But still closes it out, tied up on rounds. Terry Lee just trying to get some space and get away from this child. But luckily for Terry Lee, made an autocorrect there.
Right.
May is seeking blood, a good counter hit. Not a lot of damage, but it was a good start to some momentum. But unfortunately, we right back to where we started.
Yeah, you want to talk about a good counter hit. That's everything that Tectal has at this point. Only needs one hit to close this out. And that's the hit that Tectal would have liked to have gotten. Get clocked in the dome piece with a dust.
Big chunk of damage. All right, goes ahead and does a Dolphin. Just looking for safety, but hey, you got the hit. Go ahead and convert it. Game one attack.
That was a wild ride of the game. There's no way to put it. Both of them with big RC confirmed, and just gonna look at it and see if anything just like spawns in front of them.
All right, goes over maybe with the Fuji arc and Tectal with the wherewithal to get a little punish on that. Comes in with the jump 2H.
Yeah, second time we've seen a DP whiff. Terry flying out of the corner. Tectal didn't get a big punish on it, but with the lead he has so far, it doesn't really need to be too concerned about it.
Terry Lee just looking for any kind of contact at this point.
Right.
But like Tectal scared him enough to he block it, so he ran it in for the overhead kiss. Or was that a regular grab? I didn't see the follow up.
That was regular to back throw.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Whew. 2-8. Terry stepping forward. Stepping a little too forward though. We got Dolphin.
Yeah, one thing, the big thing about the Dolphins is that you got to know when you can challenge them on block, because Tickle's doing the S Dolphins for the most part, but you can
Right.
challenge on block and even on hit, really, if
Yep.
it's not counter hit. But it's like Terry's not aware of that, so it tends to just kind of back off when blocking. There's a super.
Leg bitten off. Tekla runs in, takes another throw, and lifts Terry to game 3. Tekla up 2-0.
Mankind knew that they cannot. Duel 1.
Offensive supremacy out here.
Oh, we had a shark out there. I forget not Yamato. I forget the shark is the long one. That's the one I have to like remember.
All right, Terry trying to keep the momentum going, trying to pull back from that life lead, and tried to back off to get some space.
All right.
And it doesn't really pay off, because at the end of the day, Tekno's not really obligated to run in at that point.
Like I have to say, is Tekno's like trying to close this out. That was the most 2D fireball that I've seen. Like backdash studded. Tekno saw that coming a mile away. Looks for the PRC, gets another throw to close out the first round of game 3.
Duel 2.
Kind of like subtly slipping under and away from Terry Lee and getting those throws.
Right. Okay, as well. 6P waited for the burst.
All right, there's the overhead kiss. All right. Oh, the Dolphin whipped, and I think Terry Lee hesitated and still pressed the button and got counter hit. And now we got the wall splat, and it's stun dipper. The first hit was too far away for the full thing to connect, and so Tekla just gets a throw punish, and that's it.
Throw punish.
Wins.
Running the throw for the mix-up, just showing that strong strike throw game that people keep talking about for Strive.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quick 3-0. I'm not going to call that a clean 3-0. Like I question what was going on there, but it is what it is. It be like that sometimes. That's what they say in the biz.
Yeah, for sure. Terry definitely had some moments, where he was in control, was getting those combos, but overall, things started kind of flowing towards Tectal, and then it was just kind of a wrap after that.
All right. I kind of feel like Tectal was like they're Dolphins. And I say that half jokingly, but half seriously, because like Terry looked strongest in the first round. Like I kind of wondered if Tectal was going to have any kind of response after the first round, but like having the bravery to like actually reach down and press a button on the stick and throw a Dolphin out there really swayed the way that things are going. And yeah, I'm kind of over exaggerating, but at the same time, it's kind of what it felt like. Show a little resistance, and Terry kind of crumbled.
I think what Tecla was kind of going for was like the respect and seeing what the opponent was about, and then kind of gradually pumped up the disrespect. It's like, can you deal with the Dolphins? Can you deal with these slash normals? And once Tecla kind of caught on that Terry Lee was not really about it, he just ramped it up to 10.
Must be nice to have some extra games to figure that stuff out, right? Ha ha ha. Look, I'm trying to fill space. Leave me alone. I don't care which way it goes.
Oh, man. So, Tecto versus I'm Just That Kinky is going to be that round 3 match for that. And so, our last round 2 match and winners will be Mad Jacket versus A3 Religion.
Man, Mad Jacket. Who is that?
Mad Jacket. Who is the Mad Jacket? The world may never know.
Oh no, the world knows exactly who that is. It's your partner in crime, ain't it?
That's my co-host for the Hit Confirm, Casey, a long-time Eno lover. Though he's been having his doubts about her in the current iteration in Strive, so he told me, that win or lose, 0-2 or better, that he will be dropping Eno. Now I don't know if he will actually do that, but he told me he was done.
Really?
Yeah. He has a backup array of characters like Zato and Kai, but he said he ain't feeling the Eno this time around, and this is gonna be the last tournament that we see her at. So maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but that's what he said.
My man showed up with the divorce papers. Oh man,
Go take her out for one last date.
no.
You gotta take her out to a restaurant so she won't start a scene.
Nah, you better get some Uber Eats. That's about all she's getting.
Nah, you take her out to the restaurant so she won't make a fuss in public. Look, it's not you. It's me. Actually, it's you. You ain't got enough damage.
I mean, come on, she's got the command throw super, right? I mean, let's just forget the fact that you need meter, and therefore you have to like have an offensive sequence at some point in time, right? She's got the command throw super. She's got both her supers actually.
Yeah. And they gave her air super a ground version, which a lot of people, even though this is a mission mode, when I've seen a lot of people just kind of block it and wait for it because it's plus.
Right.
But it's like there's the whole mission mode is like, yeah, if you block the first hit and go it up, you can do whatever you want. Just hit her.
Yeah, the ground version is kind of like, it's kind of Swiss cheese, isn't it?
Swiss cheese, like as far as input, so I can't remember.
No, Swiss cheese in the sense of they gave it to her, but it's not like what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think it's still invincible. Like just a wake up, because I don't know if the command grab will get stuffed on the meaty. It should. I think it will.
Yes.
So-
well, the first one, the ground super, the other super we're talking about. Yeah, that's her invul super.
Yeah. So I guess that would be her use. But yeah, if you block it, they made it so that you can just get a clean punish on it. The air version is obviously superior for being a jerk.
Right. Doing what Eno is striving to do. Yeah, that is an interesting tidbit about the game. Unless I'm crazy, which is what I've had it cliff noted in my head for. Like every character has an invincible super, right?
I'm going through it in my head, and I believe so. Yeah.
I want to say that's one of the streamlined things they did for everybody. Now they're not obviously all going to function the same. Like some are going to be more invincible than others. Some of them are going to like put you in different places. But if I remember correctly, everybody can use 50 meter to get off their back.
I think Potemkin can't, because I want to say that he can get thrown out of the shield if you're close enough. Like if you're standing there when he activates, I think you can throw him.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking about, so that's the one I got to check. It's the one I'm gonna have to put in my notes to look at whenever we get done and we have like some time to turn it on, because it's gonna take like half the night to turn the game on.
Hey, I actually heard a good tip about that. Unplug, take the Ethernet cord out of your console.
Really?
Yeah. If you're not connected to PSN and you're not online, you're gonna take you straight to the game. That's what I've been told.
Oh man. So you mean to tell me I'm gonna have to leave my Ethernet cord in my Switch so I can hit the green? Oh, okay. That makes sense, but at the same time, that's like, why is that a thing?
Yeah. Like I guess connecting the service should just be happening while you're like in the game. It shouldn't be the gateway to the game. It's really odd, but I don't understand developers, but this is where we are.
See, they're in the spot that I've jokingly been in since the game's been out, which is y'all got what you asked for, right? Why are you mad at anything else? Y'all asked for godlike rollback that'll let you play from sea to shining sea, and you got that. Why are you worried about connecting to the servers? Why are you worried about the lobbies? Why are you worried about like normals going the wrong way, throws not working? Why are you worried about any of that? You can play with your homies.
They're gonna delist the game and make it so you can't get online. Maybe put rollback in there, man. It's there.
Oh no. Stop. Just turn the servers off.
Yeah. We got rollback on there, man. I mean, you can't play, but you be all right.
Roll back to times before net play was a thing.
And over here with your PS2 copy, your CVS 2. Well, no, that technically has Netplay in Japan, so.
Uh,
So I can't really use that example.
mm-mm-mm.
Oh man, so I'm guessing we're waiting for
Oh, I just saw the bracket update. We had to wait for your boy to get cooked. Dang!
Oh, okay, so that was happening off stream. Okay. I was thinking that was our next stream match, but all right, so we got losers bracket ongoing right now. And yeah, so A3 Religion beat Mad Jacket 3-1. So be going up against Milky J, who we also didn't see on stream.
Right.
So our the winners half of top 8 will be Techno Eastside versus I'm Just That Kinky, and Milky J versus A3 Religion. And so we're still working through the losers bracket from what I can tell.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure what our next match is.
Whoever finds their way into the lobby.
I guess so. So.
That's a mini game in itself.
Oh, here we go. So we're gonna do the Milky J versus A3 Religion, and Milky J, aka Malik, he's also a Georgia player, but he's also a tri-state player. So you know he's very familiar with A3 Religion. I'm very sure.
So whoa. So he's a Georgia player. He's a tri-state player. So he's the kind of person that fully represents when these companies say East Coast, huh?
Yeah, East Coast incarnate, and yeah, he's been rocking the Giovanna, one of the other new character from this game.
Now, I want to make a joke about him not playing Faust, but at the same time, Giovanna is his aesthetic. Let's be real.
For sure. So Giovanna got the quick normals, not known for the range, and so she's generally committing to try to get in. And once she gets in, she's one of the characters who's quote unquote hard to peel off. But it didn't matter because the A3 Religion just ripped that health part to shreds.
Bro, she ain't get in that first round. She ain't get in that first round at all, and it's not looking good. As A3 Religion's using the burst, using the 5K to make sure that Milky doesn't come in for free. But a DP, well, quote unquote a DP, it ain't got no info.
Yeah, it just has low profile. So it generally operates out of anti-air. Oh, right. Just goes ahead and does the air super, catching A3 Religion air to air.
That was actually some pitiful damage, I have to say.
Yeah. Had to wait till that damage to ramp up. That change his forms.
What makes her change? Like, I actually don't know too much about the character. I just know every time I go to training mode, she revs up. And I didn't know why.
It's a meter. So she has 2 transformations. Her head glows at 50 and she turns green at 100. So most people default, you're gonna see her green in training mode.
Well, we're gonna have to see that transformation unfold in the next game as Religion is able to hold down the block, making sure that Milky J can't get in the first game.
So yeah, it's gonna be tricky for using Giovanna's movement to kind of sneak past one of those big normals and just like press in. So like you got to make the right move. And you see Milky J poking with that 2D, which is heavily disjointed, just to try to like catch A3 Religion out of a poke just to get started. But it's not working so far.
Right. Another thing to point out, especially after the burst, is knowing that Giovanna does not have a run. So yeah, making it even harder for her to try to close the distance as Milky J looking for the super. That's a super block and easily punished. Checked with a 5K as Religion takes 3 straight rounds.
All right, big counter hit coming in with the empty jump low, plus second universe. That wall starting to crack. And so, oh yeah, while this animation going off, like funny thing about her dash, it kind of still operates as a run. It doesn't have the full distance, but she can stop at any time.
Right.
And she can use her FD to break it. So it's actually pretty good. It's like, you know, dashing in is really quick. But we haven't actually seen Milky J use it that much though. And so just kind of dying trying to get in.
She ain't dashing past that sword, bro. She ain't dashing past that sword, bro. Put the leg down. 5K ain't working. Legends 2K was looking pretty good. Again, to make sure Milky doesn't go anywhere, just locked over on the left side. Gets a defensive throw, still in pursuit. And Milky J's just gonna hit the eject button to try to stop the storm. And did it fall out? No. But that was an awkward hit that did absolutely no damage.
All right, tries to Milky J is trying to just like do anything to make this get started. That's all Giovanni's really looking for, like such. And that's why you see A3 Religion bursting. Like as soon as Milky J gets a hit, A3 Religion's like, I got the burst on deck. I don't want to deal with this.
And the burst had the big 2H check as well, and with the command throws taking well over half of Milky J's life. Really just needs a solid hit. Really just needs a second solid hit. Really just needs a third solid hit, and there it is.
Yeah, this is like a cat and mouse, except the mouse just got shredded.
Yeah, it's more like the mouse's baby. I don't know what you're talking about. That mouse ain't going nowhere. Got eaten alive. One of the rare cats that actually wants to hunt mice too, because every time you look around on the internet, you find these cats that they really don't do their job from what people say. But no, that cat was on the prowl.
All right, so that puts A3 Religion in winners finals. Or yeah,
it's winners finals.
And then so we should be I guess we're gonna have Tectal and Kinky up next if they not playing already. I'm not sure what the schedule is, but we'll have them up soon. Yeah, Milky J's, kind of coming through the window, the chimney, underground through the venting system. But A3 was ready each time.
Trying to make a collect call and come through the phone. Nothing was working. And it's like the funniest thing to say is it wasn't like literally nothing was working, because there were a couple times, I want to say 2 times, that Milky J was able to get in, but they were the first times, and because they were the first time of like every game or every round or whatever, Religion had the burst on deck, and Jay just wasn't ready for it. Gets ejected to full screen and has to run the whole 10 yards one more time, and the second time was nowhere near as easy as the first one.
For sure. Like when your health's draining and Nagariki's picking up them resources, it's just gonna get harder over time, because his range is gonna get longer as his blood gauge goes higher, and it just becomes a mountain that was initially just like a hill.
That's the entire mountain range, bro. Who we got up next? I'm trying to see some more gear. I know we're not dropping down to the bracket of alternative success just yet. This might be time for our favorite mini game.
Where's the Jeopardy music, man? You gonna go ahead and get it started?
Yeah, we're probably getting DMCA.
All right. Well, you just got the whole stream muted, but I see somebody in the lobby, so it's like that we're about to get started in a bit. But take a look at Luce's bracket. So it looks like Mad Jacket made it to round 2. Counter made it to round 2. HBK Man did, as well as Terry Lee. Those are the 4 left in the losers bracket right now.
I don't know why I have to actually keep refreshing challenge to see the names. Like it'll put the results, but like I have to actually refresh for the name to move over. It's kind of weird, kind of concerning, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose.
Right.
Oh man, how are you liking the matches so far?
Pretty good. Wasn't actually expecting to see Nagaru Yuki in a tournament, so I've been liking A3 Religion's play the most so far.
Decent amount of characters. Haven't seen them all yet, but I don't even think we haven't had the matches to see them all. But pretty reasonable representation. Surprised we haven't seen a Soul yet.
Yeah, that is true. They've probably been one in the bracket, but like you said, we ain't have all the stuff streamed, so.
Wonder if there's a chance that somebody pulls I was gonna say the old bad guy, but he ain't even a bad guy anymore. Pulls a ye old soul out somewhere like towards the end of the bracket, like pocket soul.
I mean, he's always there when you need him.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't know what he's about, apparently all you got to do is hit S and let him do the work for you.
6S is pretty crazy. I like that move. He's a funny character. Like he's the guy on the box, but like in this game, he's the guy on the Wheaties box. He is the champ.
I still can't get over the fact they were like, "Yo, we want Soul to be strong," and nobody really believed that. Apparently, every time they keep looking at it, they're like, "Why is Soul so good?"
But the actual reaction to that was like, "Yo, you tell him, Daisuke. That's your original character. If he want to be strong, you make him strong." 2 weeks later, when them cartoon transitions 2 weeks later, why is this man get to knock me into the next universe because he sneezed?
Bandit Bringer. Man, you remember back in the day when they were first talking about the game and they show Wild Throw and Wild Throw just splatted somebody on the ground. Everybody was like, what's Soul gonna do with this? You remember that?
I do. I remember it took 50% life at the time too.
That is true. But come to find out, like not being able to command throw somebody and shove them back in the corner is not really a problem for Soul.
Nah, not at all.
Oh man. I'm just wondering how long is it gonna be till we see somebody get snatched up by Heavy Mob?
I'm sure it'll happen. It may not happen today because I don't know if anyone of them left is a Soul player.
Right. I don't think it'll happen today either. But yeah, it's just how long? How many ZoneBreakers online will it be?
It's always there waiting for you. Just press a button. Just commit.
I mean, if it happens in like the next one or two, I won't be surprised if somebody just didn't know it's a command throw for some reason.
That's the funniest part is because like your initial reaction is like, okay, this thing is coming at me full screen, so I'm just gonna hit it, or reversal super it, and then he hyper armors through it and hit you anyway. Like it goes a set distance before he goes into his before the hyper armor comes off, and you can punish him, right? But
right.
when you're close enough, you're like, oh yeah, instinctually you're like, oh let me reverse the super. I got 50 meter. Then nah.
And you get robbed, literally.
And so you generally is like, well, I'm gonna jump over it. If you got 50 meter, you commit it. You hope you're far away enough that you can go ahead and RC and get out of the way.
I feel like there's a time in the beta where they looked at that move and they're like, no, we're not even gonna let you go Pullman away from that. You press the button, you done.
The hour of Soul. That's what it feels like.
What have we had so far? We've had Nagariyuki, Giovanna, had Ino, had a Kai, a May. Forgetting a character. Am I forgetting a character?
Anji. And that was I'm Just That Kinky, who I'm assuming. But hey, we got the Matcherino up.
Matcherino.
So if you're feeling so generous, go ahead and hit that Matcherino, exclamate Matcherino. I already did it in the chat. So we got the prize pool for Tekken and Guilty Gear Strive. So go log in there, use your social media account, go ahead and put in that code. You can put in your own money if you want to, but not necessary. And one thing I guess no one really points out is you can also do the quest and stuff.
Right.
If you want to put just a few extra cents in there, some of them are worth a lot more, but But yeah, go ahead and support the tournament that way if you wish. It should be open till the end of the tournament.
Yeah, they're pretty good about keeping it open for a little bit afterwards, just so everybody can get their donations in if they didn't meet the call right at the start. So you got time. You got plenty of time right now. You can do some sponsor quests right now.
For sure.
Sharino, no. Hey, we still got merch. Hoodies, mugs, shirts. Read all about them. ZoneBreakers Esports merch. Go to zonebreakers.creator-spring.com and you can pick up your merch to support ZoneBreaker. Get yourself a couple of shirts to keep you cool during the summer. Get yourself a mug. I mean, they say it's a coffee mug, but you can put whatever you want in there. You know, you can brew some tea in there. If you're somebody who drinks water out of a coffee mug, you can do that. Probably don't want to put no soda or anything in there. That's kind of crazy, but you can do that too. And if you want to just go ahead and get yourself ready for the winter, because you know it's coming every year, you can pick up a hoodie. Get it in black, get it in white, get it in gray, get it in purple. I shouldn't say purple. I don't want people getting purple, but you can get it in purple too. You can have it your way. ZoneBreakers merch.
That's what's up.
You can support us directly by purchasing merch. Purchasing perch, tish. All right, now at this point, I have to pull up the Discord. What's happening? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't see anything.
That's the problem.
Oh.
That's the scary thing. I see no talk, so I don't know if it's happening in like an extra chat that I can't see, or we just sitting here chilling.
Yeah, because I know we're using an automated system and it DMs everybody, but I guess I would like some kind of indication that you see what's going on, you see what what the flow is, even if it's just like an automated message saying like so and so and so and so are fighting. Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
Okay, so we're playing the classic game.
Uh-oh. Oh, we are? Man,
Yeah.
that game never gets old. I'm telling you, it should already be like a slide, or it should be a segment. I was gonna say a slide, but there needs to be multiple versions, so it feels fresh for everybody. It's the great game of ZoneBreakers Online. Where's Tectal? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah. So oh man, is there another tournament today? I mean, I'm sure there is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
If in it.
I know there is. I can't think of what it is, but there's another like decent sized net play tournament. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head.
Oh, it's like it's ESL.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like he is on the way. That's always an interesting thing because with the nature of online play, is scheduling becomes a nebulous thing between events because everybody wants to run their Strive event, build up their brand, scene, or whatever.
Right.
And so you just never know who's running what. So it's hard to draw those lines.
Man, if only there was some way, some place, some media to like congregate all these tournaments together.
Yeah, keep the dream alive, man.
One of those things that is literally a head scratcher in the FGC.
Yeah.
Now I need to scratch the other side too. It feels good. All right. One day.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things where you got a whole bunch of people operating off their own motives, so it's definitely hard to put together something that everyone's, or I would say the bulk of people, because you don't need everyone in. Let the odd birds be odd birds, but
Right.
But nonetheless, we ain't gotta talk about that no more, because we got Kinky and Tectal Eastside on the station.
Whew.
So we back at it again, folks.
Man, we so serious you can even see the streamer get into the spectator seat. Make sure to get every second of jaw-dropping action here for the other side of winners semi.
We're gonna have May versus Anji. We've seen both these players on stream already. Tectal putting down to release Kai, and I'm just that kinky putting down. Was it
Mankind knew that they
Oh, it was Milia. It was
Duel
Milia.
one.
From Proteus, right?
Right.
Yeah. So all right. So we're gonna get started. So I wonder how much that auto guard is gonna come into play versus Mei, who is a very strong horizontally grounded character, which she's generally trying to take up that space in front of her and move toward it. So I feel like that auto guard might come into play in this set. Butterfly, not close enough to get the bounce.
But the more important, well, I can't say the more important, but an important thing about just throwing the butterfly out like that is to make sure that Mei can't take up the space with a dolphin herself.
That is true.
As you see Kinky able to march forward and tackle, force out the burst, throw another butterfly as Texas not able to get there just in time. Gets a big jump S and takes that into an OHK.
Right. 6-8 wall blast, wall crash, whatever. And the classic bait tactic.
A little too early on the butterfly there. Not going to catch the backside as Tech was able to get up and desperately trying to make Kiki block anything, especially with the meter. Going to hold on to. Ooh, this should be it.
Yep, 2H. It's a it's a killer whale super. And it's just funny because Kiki was like doing anything they could to just not be on the ground versus Mei, and Tech was like, okay.
What a doozy to start for round 2 though. Kinky almost taking half-life with the first conversion, getting over half-life with a couple of hits afterwards. Like, really strong start. And that burst means so much, just to stabilize the neutral and not allow Tekla to really build on the meter. But Tekla clawing back into this game, gets a 6P, catching Kinky on the way down and using the dolphin just to get full screen again, blocked in the corner.
Alright, just moved an overhead, I believe. And we got a overhead kiss, comes in, safe jump, and now we got RCs, and so that should be it. Yeah.
Totsugeki! Totsugeki!
Duel 1. Let's rock.
At some point in time, I have to turn on the dubs. To hear she still says "Go, Mr. Dolphin." I wouldn't be surprised.
She says charge.
Oh my god! Get me out.
Alright, you get the 5P. Try to just basically keep punishing Kinky for trying to be too in the air too much. And Kinky is like being very transparent about the fear of the dolphin, which we're finding out why right there.
Alright. Been able to find a fadeaway. Gets a throw afterwards as well, but not really anything. Doesn't have a real VD setup. It transcends all games.
Very bold with the butterflies, but Tekla hadn't been openly challenging him. And the butterfly bounce actually catches Tekla right there, giving Kinky a little bit of momentum. Kinky just wants some room to breathe, so you see a lot of jump backs, a lot of dash, and then Tekla's moving up and taking the spaces. But now Kinky's fighting out of the corner, which successfully does.
Whenever Tekla sees a green light to go in, it's been really militant with just like running up and looking for 5Ps. Just keep Kinky in check. Gets a big 2-8 counter hit, but can't get down in time for the side slide. That's a throw that's going to close out the round.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Right. Got the tried to swing after the block a little follow up. Got a counter hit. It's doing alright. Got a big counter, big corner push, good damage.
Woo.
It was almost something.
Right. Wasn't entirely ready for that to be a counter hit right there. I'm pretty sure Kinky would have took a different route at that point. Tekla on the other hand was looking good until the burst happened. Was a little too close to weasel around it. Because if Tekla would have got around that, that probably would have been the entire round at that point. Alright, with the Bowman, full screen. That's the tech. There's the yellow.
Gold burst, got the full meter, that should be it.
Oof, oof, oof. Yeah.
It's like he had an extra 50, so pretty much could have did whatever you wanted and finish that combo.
If he was observant, he would have used a purple to complete the rainbow. Yo, dash and throw to start things off. Rude. 2 scoops. And
that's funny because Tecto is just by nature a reactive person, so stuff like that is pretty effective against him.
Yo, get in there and do it again, man. Get in there and do it again. Don't even need it unless there's a burst, and Texas gonna hold on to it.
Duel 2.
That was a perfect. Was that the first perfect we had today?
I
No.
wanna say it's the second.
Yeah. I wonder if the religion got one yet?
Yeah. That's what it was.
Nope. Don't want nothing to do with that. Give me my 100 meters. See you tomorrow.
With the classic made double jump air normal fishing. The bane of many players.
Right. Not the most agile character in the air, but can be tricky up there at times. Ready for the conversion from the 2S. Uses all the meters for it. That's bringing Kinky closer. And with a couple of hits, takes the lead at that point, but doesn't get the autocorrect. I don't know if that does autocorrect. It doesn't autocorrect.
Don't look like it.
Nah.
Kinky's able to force the issue enough to get the conversion. Not quite enough to seal the game, and this. Oh no!
Gotta RC that. Yep.
That was a fishy situation. I actually think you could just raw dust burst. I don't know if every character can do it.
Right.
Burst. All right, go ahead and slap that ball.
I have to laugh at that pun, whether you meant it or not. Over the top. Tectal. Not really able to keep Kinky corralled too well, but get the 2P, 6P. Kinky ready with the block on the overhead, but still can't find Tectal. Gets opened up and doesn't have a burst. So if Tectal can find another hit right here, can close out the set. Look at the JD, but couldn't find Kinky there. Eventually gets the air throw.
It's our first air throw the other night. About it.
That's how you can tell the game changed. Hey.
Yeah, like if you play just like any bit of aggressive after wall break, you're gonna get at least 50 meter. And so like that's just one thing to be mindful of once you get wall broken is that if the person presses in, they're gonna have a meter to close you out, or at least extend the combo, do a super, or anything like that. Tecto with the 3-0 wasn't always easy, but he made it. So that puts them in winners finals versus A3 Religion.
Yeah, pump your brakes there, man. Getting a little too far down the road.
So I'm guessing we're gonna drop down to the losers bracket now, while we have a winner simmer in the pot.
Who we got down here? Kinky just made it down here to the losers bracket. Going to be squared off against Mad Jacket. And Milky J gonna be squared off against Terry Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna see who gets thrown on stream. I keep saying who gets thrown on stream, but I'm still gonna run the joke of who makes it into the lobby first.
Oh man.
I want to like start sitting down and like remembering and comparing all the lobbies to make a lobby tier list.
Man.
See where the Strive lobby winds up. I don't see it being very high. I don't know why.
You say I gotta put it over Vanilla Marvel 3 just because the cards are entertaining.
I don't know, man. I mean, it might be in the same tier.
Might be saying tier. All right.
Because I mean, at least with the cards, you had some chill music in the background with it.
That is true.
Oh boy. No, you are right. Strive has to at least be one above it by default because you can see the match. Even if you have to like,
that's true.
Even if you have to like complete the summoning circle for it, you can still see the match. Now here's a good question while we're talking about this. Where do Sam Show lobbies fit into this? Above or below Strive?
That's kind of hard because like conceptually it does what it needs to do, but but you got the good old SNK ghost. Sometimes the lobbies just break down. So I guess since they're not like functioning correctly, I guess I'd have to put them below.
All right. How'd you feel about Rev lobbies?
I mean, I never really particularly had a problem with them. You know, you can if you spectate late, it puts you in the match anyway, and then it sped up the match and got you to that point, unless
Right.
it was already over. But I mean, it did what it had to do, and I never had any particular issues with it.
You could also play soccer in the lobby while you waited.
That's right. You can light up the little lights. I still have this clip somewhere. I don't remember where I saved it, but Nage had a stream clip where he hit the soccer ball and he lit up all 6 lights at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty sick. I gotta find it again.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. And they took that out. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you gotta put your own signature in the game. See, these are my lobbies. I can build my house. I can put stuff in my house lobby. You know, I can put my pet dogs, and when I go fishing, I can put up posters of Eno on my lobby. That was their logic.
I'm just trying to kick a soccer ball around, man. I mean, I guess I could kick somebody around in this lobby, but it just ain't the same.
Hey man, what other lobby do you have slides in?
Like literally sliding. Give me a second. I'm trying to think if that like exists anywhere. I feel like I'd have to dig at the bottom of the barrel to find something like that. It's got to be out there. It's got to be out there.
I'm sure. So let's see who it is we're waiting on now.
Dive down in ye old Discord.
Yep.
Ain't telling me nothing.
Well, we'll get to them. Whoever it is, maybe they're in the ESL too.
That's possible.
It's like who we got up on deck? I'm just that kinky magic. So I don't know if any of them are in ESL if they're just not responding.
Hit the old one and done in the tournament. Man, I lost. This game trash. I'm out of here. Take the sad ride over to Taco Bell.
Oh man.
You can ring my bell. I might be taking that sad ride over to Taco Bell after. Nah, that ain't happening. I might have to get up and get something afterwards. We sitting here chilling, and I'm kind of hungry.
I would say you might as well do it now. Maybe by the time you get back, you know, we'll have the match on deck.
So, I have this thing. In life, right, where I can force events to happen. In a scenario like this, I can force events to happen. So, what I would do is, if I want this next match to happen, I would get up and like go get something to drink. I would basically get up from the seat, because the moment I get up from this seat, it's going to happen. Now, you're probably thinking that I actually got up, but I didn't move. That's just luck of the draw.
See, man, if you said it, I wouldn't have questioned it. Oh, so they were going to run winners finals. So I guess it was another Where's Techno moment.
But under normal circumstances, right, because this is an abnormality, if I were to sit here, we would have been sitting here for another 20 minutes. That's just how my life rolls.
Oh, man. All right, so we got Mei versus Nagori Yuki. So it's gonna be interesting because you got this character that's like sweeping the screen, and you got this character that's like charging at you. So you know, depending on who's quicker on the draw, it's gonna be tragic for either side.
Yeah. You ever seen a train wreck? You want to see a train wreck?
Oh yeah, we about to.
Yeah.
And the first hit's gonna be a big counter hit, Raj. Man, just watch. This is how this matchup turns out in my mind, anyway.
Where's the chat prediction for it? Did it make it happen?
Ah, no counter hit.
I mean, it was still big nonetheless. Big for quite a few reasons.
Yeah, there's the whip punish with the dolphin. Good whip coming in with the jump H. And we got the corner rocking.
I said, Religion gonna do it again. Came off the top rope with the H, but it was one that earned so much momentum. Technical, I think, was ready for the dust, even though it whipped. But yeah, it's gonna need a dust and a lot more to get back into this game. And Religion is trying to slam the door in this one.
Technically using that PRC momentum to make the anti-airs difficult.
Right.
Right now, A3 is looking pretty good. It's getting hit here and there, and is pretty much in the danger zone now, but maintaining a good lead. Technical. Ooh.
Yeah?
Is that the punish?
The Bowman.
Right.
Checked up with a 2P. The stop sign. But yeah, I feel like the important part about this is like Tekka was on the ropes there, but was still able to force the burst out of Religion. Now, I will not be surprised if Religion will be able to hold on long enough to get the burst edge, which would kind of negate how all that panned out. But it was a window of opportunity for Tekka. That's a big window right there.
Big damage, and gets another hit, so it should be a wall break. There we go.
I still like wall blast. That's gonna be on my mind for a while.
All right, just chipping down. Look at that! Look at that! That wrist gauge. It's actually pretty insane. But hey, when in doubt.
People want to match up. Scared to take a mix up. No.
That's supposed to be buried in the archives, man.
I've been asking Mike for Noob 2021. He said soon.
Alright. Let's take it back. That momentum with a throw. Got Tekka cower in the corner there, but Tekka switches it back up. But I think that super is going to be blocked. Oh no, it's not. It was a punish.
Yeah?
I thought the 6K would recover in time.
Me too, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tekka thought that as well. As Religion steps up, takes another chunk out of Tekka, and shuts down the approach. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm guessing that super is faster than we thought.
That's the quick blade of Nagaryuki right there.
I am taking a newfound appreciation of games that blatantly display punish, so you don't have to question what happened there.
Yeah.
Duel 1.
Appreciated it. Well, I hated it in the beginning. I think Tekken was the first one that did that, and it just drove me up the wall. But it just makes life easier over here on the desk.
For sure.
In my house, the button zone. Don't need projectiles to keep somebody out.
Alright, Tekka makes it over the top rope. Just a little low risk pressure there.
Hold Togeki, what you doing? Let me in. Religion with another big push. Oh, looking kind of rocky there. Hold up. Hold up.
Looks like things stabilize. Hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that's just for spectators.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I think it's the first time we've seen Religion go into blood rage.
Second time.
Second time, okay.
Yeah. Big 6 A couple of checks, the 5K off the mark, but the follow-ups afterwards. Right on cue. And you see Tekka was trying to hide away from the 2H. Religion didn't let it rip just yet, but something to be really mindful of as Tekka leaves the ground time and time again. There it is.
It's like right, the timing of the Bloodsucker Universe was like just off.
Right. And that was a good throw, RC. Getting the 2H as well to close out the round.
Alright, Tekka with 2H of his own. Got a whiff punish on that 2H. Looking pretty good out there.
Goldburst is scary. Got caught whipping a throw. Is this gonna be tucked in time? Nah. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I saw a jab out there.
Nah, that was a 2D, I think.
Yeah.
All right, technically use the double jumps, trying to see what's out there. But I guess against Nagoro Yuki, trying to play in that back part of the screen is a lot riskier versus most characters. So
Tekla was also trying to like fight to get some space to dash in and finally get the RC meter, which he has. Might wind up having to use it for a while or two with the way things are going, but able to find a hit. Another simple knockdown and sweep. Again, just high lows, and this one should be blocked.
nope.
I'm done.
I guess that's more of the recovery punishment you get for pressing buttons.
Yeah. Surely. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was like, Tekla has the meter to press that further. I don't know if there was a lack of awareness, or maybe they wouldn't have worked. But I guess like when you're around down, you might want to at least give it a thought.
Right. Could have possibly been expecting a wall splat there too.
That's true. So, A3 Religion up 2.
Duel 1.
Tekla hanging in there, but the games are not on his side.
Not at all. Religion got the broom too, threatening to sweep Tekla. And yo, what a monster start!
60%. We got the glass shattered. This is not looking good. We're getting chipped down in the corner.
Woo! Yo, that's what it hit. Like Tekla's already in shambles.
Oh, it's a counter hit. It was just kind of just waiting there, but nonetheless, still looking really good. But here's Tekla's shot.
Right, and it's still really scary for Tekla. You saw him paying respects to this a little bit earlier. Was looking for the super. There's going to be an RC if need be. There it is to continue the assault, but just an Uncharted 5D shuts down the Dolphin and Religion. Woke and ready.
Just put that Dolphin back in your pocket, he said. All right, nice little counter hit. Retaliation from Tekla.
Hey, you want to talk about retaliation? Religion's got a big one. Nice 2H to rip Tekla off his ride. Check to make sure Tekla doesn't do anything a little too crazy. Religion still firing on all cylinders. Had Tekla locked in the corner. Was looking for him in the air, jumping away from the command throw.
All right, backdash from Tekla. Tries to come in, but it's not quite fast enough, and it's just getting. I like this. It's like the concept between Nagoro and Yuki, where he's just like chipping your health with normals. And
Right.
like you got to do something. You either got to give up your meter or try to move at this. And Tekla chose the latter and was promptly defeated.
Right. Was looking to hopefully catch Religion locked down with the RC, but Religion answering back with the YRC just to keep Tekla from running in for free. Threw a couple more buttons in some of your patented chip normals, making contact and making Religion's way to the grand final.
So Tekla's gonna drop down the losers finals, and down in losers bracket we got Malik putting down Terry Lee 3-2. So we're gonna see who his opponent will be between I'm Just That Kinky and Mad Jacket.
Ooh.
I don't know if they're playing right now
Ooh.
or if they'll be on stream.
Oh, I need Mad Jacket to get in here. I need Mad Jacket in here. This is gonna be a conflict of your interest if he pulls through. I mean, it's gonna be a conflict of ours. But yeah, you gonna have some good material if Mad Jacket can make it to loser semis.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's something you can you can fill a little time. Well, I can't say fill a little time right here, but that's something that you can use for content. Just the post tournament interview.
I did mention that we could do a episode, post release feelings on Strive. I said he could finally bury his heart and soul about how he feels about the game now that it's out in the wild.
He's gonna bury it all right. I already got the spade. Has a nice open lot of land in the field. Yeah, heck, with the way he goes on sometimes, shovel isn't enough. I'm gonna need a crane out there.
Oh man, here lies Eno. She wasn't fast enough. Good old taps.
Does she even get a proper burial?
I don't know. I don't know. You said he's got an unmarked grave like a rock. If someone just has to know what happened there.
Yeah. I mean, I just want a vertical chemical love, and she ain't have it. Oh man. Let's make sure they're playing. I have to assume they're playing.
Yes, that's what I'm assuming because we don't have a match until that's over. Either one of them is missing or they're playing and we're waiting.
Don't tell me they're missing. I don't want to hear that right now. I could use this time to mod a stick, but that require effort.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna have I'm just at Kinky versus Milky J next.
What?
So, yep. So it's like Mad Jacket has been buried right next to Eno. Got that couple's grave.
Still not giving him a headstone.
All right, so we're gonna have just that Kinky versus Milky J, and that will determine who makes it to Lucius Finals. Giovanna versus Angie.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know matchups. I mean, I never do. But doesn't this sound like something that would be obnoxious to Giovanna in some capacity?
Yeah, I think like on paper, there's a lot that would probably be annoying to her.
Cannot change society.
We'll see if that plays out in reality. I think a lot of what fighting Kinky entails is how much you know about Fujin as well and how the follow-ups work. But Milky J with that anti-air to that counter hit. We're already down 60%.
I have to make a small note that Milky J, after both counter hits, is really fiending for a burst. Kinky hasn't given it up just yet. Probably not going to get a chance to as Milky makes sure to get the OTG afterwards, but it's on his mind to not let Kinky go for free for any of these big hits.
Right, got a counter hit off the sweet follow-up. Forcing Milky J to come off that burst.
Oof.
And that's why you don't want Giovanna like that close. She starts getting those counter hits, those fast buttons. Next thing you know, you're in the corner and you're dying.
Something like this.
Exactly. Ooh, got the jump H, and that's something that Kinky's been using a lot. All right, got a retaliating walls.
Hey.
Ooh, okay.
Now, we just came from the break, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kinky's supposed to be plus. Milky disagrees. Gonna go for a super one more time. Your hands to yourself.
I wonder if he just saw an animation and said, all right, we letting this rip.
Yeah? You know he did.
Duel 1.
Don't know what this is, but he better hope. Ah. Okay. Jab in here into the DP. Air throw.
Right?
Speaking of throws.
Oh. I keep thinking there's not going to be anything else after I see Angie go up in the air, but trade keeping hope alive for Kinky is they're able to get a pretty hefty lead from this. Using the RC not going to be enough to close this out just yet.
That was real close though.
I know, right?
All right. So Milky J tried to pull a fast one. Didn't quite work out.
Start for Kinky.
Just trying to get in there anyway, and we made it.
All right. Came on the low side. Still on the ground with the 2K60 overhead. Looking for the burst again. It's going to take the break.
It's like Giovanna just as a character just kind of has the luxury of like doing her combos and still looking for that burst. Hey, got
A
the
reset?
Fuji combos. Yeah, yeah, it did. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Got him that time. Got him that time.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
A little too overzealous, expecting Milky to just hit the ground, and yeah, Milky came down with authority. Bursting to start off the third round here. Doesn't get the conversion from that. Just aired out a special. The second one, he's not that tall. The legs are not that long.
He's actually one of the shorter characters, I think, as far as his standing.
Right. But she's kind of working off her back at this point. Because things are just not looking too good for Milky J at all.
This is we say that.
Right. And that's something that's happened a couple times for Kinky. More specifically, what Kinky is doing. It's like trying to bait the cartwheel kick, whatever, that's not an actual DP, but treating it like it's a DP. Was able to walk away from that game with doing that, but it's something that might come back to haunt Kinky a little later.
Yeah, it's possible.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, tied up. And it looks like I want to say like I couldn't quite tell from the screen. It looks like the auto block got triggered.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times in the beginning where I think either like Milky J is specifically looking for it and pressing into it, or just making sure to like check with a lot of like K's and P's, something that'll recover in time, something with a really fast recovery. Pop the ankle.
Big damage, putting out the butterfly.
That's a trade that Kinky will gladly take. Ready for this Hooper this time. Didn't want to swing, didn't want to check the air, and just let Milky fizzle out in that round.
Yeah, it's like Milky J sees the butterfly and it has like a muscle memory reaction to height. Hey, got the overhead.
They're gonna be a butterfly again when we get here.
Not
at all.
Hit.
Big
No
Buttons McGee.
Jump H. Alright, just gonna try to super through and we'll see what happens. Oh, it works this time. Still got a little bit of a mountain to climb, kind of.
And that's kind of surprising with all the times that Milky J has been looking for the burst throughout the entire set. The one time he puts the pedal to the metal, Kinky lets the burst rip and is able to get out of the game up 2-1.
Yeah, those jump-ins was a little too high. They reached Giovanna and Milky J taking advantage of that. Getting a big count of his starter. Messed up I think the drift portion of that. And ooh, good anti-air.
Ye old 6P. Doing working as intended, but Kinky's not too concerned about that. With a little extra fluff before going for the wall blast. And it's a bad point.
Yep, things are looking good for Kinky right now. It's funny because the first game is Milky J who was pretty dominant.
Alright. Here's Kinky. Well, I was gonna say firing back, but got tossed to the deck. Milky J giving up another burst. And still able to stay on top. Gets a good jump in. This, I want to say it shouldn't be enough, but it's a question mark. Nah, it's not enough.
Yeah, it's probably just wanted the wall break, the positive bonus and all that. So. Alright, got the rounds tied up. Gonna try to claw up to the second win. Just to stay in there.
Yeah, with all the times that Kinky was able to swing into the auto guard in the beginning, backdash and took a clean start against it for this round. So, in a different position, with a couple of staggers out there, and Kinky's still pressing. Able to find a 2P though. Cross up. Looking for it again. Woo!
Got the burst that time.
Right, fancy footwork.
Right, 2-2.
2-2. And it's anybody's game as we go into the final game. A move on to No, this actually goes to losers finals. See, my channel didn't update again. Hello? Making my life. Whoa.
So I don't know if we get a character change, because I guess you do got to leave the match if I'm not mistaken. I see a May up there.
What? Who? I thought this was a single character tournament. No repeats allowed.
Nah, I think it's a hassle to get out of the game.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this would have to happen any other way, but like the problem is having to get settled in everything again, having to go through all the menus. Oh boy, Mayday.
Mayday!
Wah. A surprise pick, Pocket May from Kinky.
Hey, we didn't see the Pocket Soul. We saw the Pocket May.
All right.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, just starts out with the big 5H counter hit.
Put that right back in the pocket. Fadeaway JH was checked with the anti-air, but that was a little chance for Kinky, who gets back with a trade. 6B conversion. And Jay is back on the prowl looking for the burst. Looking for any kind of response. Here it is, Togetsu. A 5H again. And yo, Milky was looking to trade the 5H with the Dolphin and get rid of the round. Wait a minute. All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
pain, man.
yeah, Yamada kind of hurts. That was a perfect spot to call him. Ow. I'm still kind of reeling from that, but not deterred is Milky J. Walking in, doesn't have to worry about a burst this time.
Cartwheel on the wall flash.
Yeah, needs to hurry up and close this out. Is not going to get a chance to shut Kinky out of the meter, so has to be a little mindful of Yamada rearing his head in again.
Set the cross up. That's been doing a lot.
Yeah.
For Milky J in this set. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. 3K for the start. Counter hit Dolphins. All the Dolphins. SeaWorld.
Milky J got a counter hit 5H in return now. But it's like Kinky is taking control of this match.
Oh, that corner's scary. I don't know if you want to be there. We've seen this happen before. It's the cross up.
It's looking a little too hard for the burst there and gave up a lot of momentum. So I think this is the part where Milky J's burst hunting almost cost the match.
Right. But is able to find a hit with the super, go through the wall, and catches the 5K afterwards to take the set.
Alright, so that's gonna be a rematch from winner's side with oh no. That's
Yo, chill out.
yeah, man. I was thinking that for some reason in my mind that AT Religion had gotten the losers for a second, but this Tecto East side is gonna be waiting for Milky J there.
Yo, that's some bias there. Hold up.
Nah, just a bad memory, man.
I know that feel. Can't disagree with that one at all.
Alright, so got another Georgia battle. Tecto East side, Milky J just banished the May, gonna have to fight one again.
Georgia. Georgia.
That is if hopefully Tecto's got ESL stuff wrapped up for the time being.
Now you know full and well that we're gonna be here for another 10 minutes.
Possibly, but man, I just want to have hope.
There's nothing wrong with hope. I feel like we're gonna be waiting here for another 10 minutes.
It is very possible.
Oh man, what else can we talk about for filler?
Um,
We talked about enough fighting games. Did you get Mario Golf yet?
I haven't gotten it yet, man. See, everybody was gassing up Mario Party, but then nobody wanted to play when I
All right,
got it.
all right.
So I don't know.
Look, all right. I got Mario Golf. All right, we can hit the green. We don't even have to do the crazy like running around and everything. We can just play like regular golf and chill.
All right, man. Well, I'll put it on my maybe list.
All right, that's fair enough. It's all right. It does its job. I like it for a filler game right now. I'll say that much. Like I can totally foresee myself for a long time just turning it on and going through a course or two when I got nothing better to do. I need a game like that.
No, in between the Bomberman runs, man.
I actually haven't played a match, like a BR match, in like a week or so. Like I hit plat, and then I went and played a couple games of plat, and I saw plat was a whole new world. But then I saw the points for plat, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm about this.
Hey, man, I think you are.
I mean, what do I have to get to give? I have to make top 8 to make points. Like top 6, getting 16th breaks even. Anything below 16 is losing points. Top 8 is 10. Top 4 is 2. Or 4 to 2 is 20. Excuse me. All right, 4 to 2 is 20, and then winning is 30. Right?
Yeah.
Have to get 100 points to go up a level. You need 5 levels before you can rank up.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
It's brutal.
See, only the real demolitions experts may apply.
I've been watching some Japanese players lately, and I see they're all like grandmaster. I'm like, y'all really did this? I know y'all had the game longer, but like, y'all must have had like some different point weights over there or something. It's like, oh, y'all can't be grandmaster like that. Ain't no way.
Gotta give yourself to the bomb.
I'm gonna try though. Like I've been practicing tech.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I've actually been watching a couple of tournaments. Some of them host tournaments. I'm trying to see if I can find. There's supposed to be some big esports tournament over there, but like some of them just do like kind of like this, like local tournaments, if you will, mainly between their friends and everything, or like between their communities, like one-on-one, like actual Bomberman matches. And I've been dissecting things here and there to try to learn stuff because, like, I've played the game or I've played the series off and on since I was a kid, right? But played it casually,
right?
And like, I can't say before fighting games, but I guess along with playing fighting games, I believe the concept that there was like competitive Bomberman out there. And I mean, I've seen glimpses of tournaments here and there. You know, somebody would upload a couple of high, intense, serious matches from like whatever fan game here and there, but like organized, serious competitive play, haven't really come across it until like Bomberman R and R Online. So it's been nice to delve into, especially since I can only like see it from across the way. So I can't even imagine like the typical fighting game woes in it, which is really good. Just sitting there watching a lot of people who like a game play a game. Don't have to listen to anybody gripe about everything.
That's because you haven't followed the Bomberman Twitters.
I followed a couple of them.
Not enough.
Probably. Because yeah, that is another thing that I say about everything. No matter what I believe and no matter what I think, everybody hates the game that they play. That's just what it feels like.
You'll get on there. Man, I can't stand Solid Snake Bomberman. Why do you get the sneak pie? My blocks when I want to set a bomb.
So like that's game FAQs talking about White Bomber and the Battle Royale mode. So like in Battle Royale, like all of the characters have stats. They have stats for like they start off with and what they can get, like their max stats. All of the not original Bomberman characters have ability, right? But the one character that everybody complains about, or that I saw everybody complaining about on game FAQs. I forgot why I went. No, I know why I went to look there. I'll explain that in a second. But the one character that everybody was complaining about was the old white bomber, the OG, because he's the only one that can have max stats.
Ah,
Yeah. So like all the other characters, they can't have max. Like they might start with something, they might be banned from something. Yeah, OG White Bomber is the only one that can have like max speed, max bomb, max power, and get all the power ups, all 5 power ups. You only care about 4. You don't want that bounce, that trash.
so what you're saying is so bad guys and they only got on the box wreaking havoc on his universe.
Oh no, oh no, White Bomber out there in the battle royale making people miserable. Yeah, that's the GOAT right there.
It ain't the Simon Belmont Bomberman.
Nah,
It ain't the God.
it's not Alucard. Alucard makes me mad though, because Alucard turns into mist, and so you can like just blatantly trap somebody with you, which would normally just be like suiciding and already be an eye rolling thing, but then you do that and you miss, so they just die. Like, all right, cool, great game.
Got the Fall Guys Bomberman. Was it do slide?
No, he dies. Yeah, Fall Guy kind of trash. Now see, we're sitting here talking about this, and somebody's probably like, "Man, why are you wasting my time with this?" I keep trying to tell Umbi we should have a Bomberman tournament. We got the means for it. I know how to do it.
So you set this all up just to get it up, get the ball rolling. I see.
Hey man, it would be kind of sick. Cause I mean, here's something you got to realize: Bomberman R Online is free. It is free. All right. You can get it on whichever system you want. You can get it on Steam for all the people that are screaming, it needs a PC version. You can get it on Steam. You can get it on PS4 since all we play around here is PS4. You can get it on Switch. If you wanted the 10 people in the world that has the Xbone, you can get it on Xbone. If you wanted the 3 people that have a Stadia, that's where it started. You can get it on any of those, and it's cross-platform.
Yeah, can I get it on my Amazon Luna then?
No, you're gonna have to settle with Stadia. And it ain't on everything. Sad to say. It's not on iPhone. It's not on Android. I won't be surprised if it winds up there though.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Man, well, maybe they'll join in the fun once they nerf White Bomberman.
Nah, they can just buff everybody else. They ain't nerfing that. That would actually be kind of wild because it's the only character where you get to like be an original character. It's the only character that does not have limited potential. You got like Pink, that starts with like 5 bombs, 5 power, but can't punch or throw. Like, you never pick those up. Poor Green. I don't know why anybody willingly plays Green, but there's like a decent amount of Green players. Only has 1 bomb, 1 power, but has all the pickups. But it's like, what do you do? Nah, you can make them better, man. But nah, that white guy, need to keep him where he is. It's the only time I feel rewarded with actually getting rid of people, because I can actually pick stuff up and it means something.
I'll just pick up the bounce then, man.
Pick up the what?
Pick up that bounce.
No.
Show them what you're really about.
That bounce trash. That's exactly why the one time I picked up bounce in that video, the very next clip is me dying to my own bomb. Bounce is trash. We don't pick up bounce in this household. Bro, where Tactile at?
Oh man, you were right. You were right.
To restart his game. And now here's the only problem with that, right? This was said 9 minutes ago. Okay? I wholeheartedly believe that Texel's been sitting here trying to restart the game for 9 minutes.
Maybe he'll make it just as that minute is winding down. I see some activity on the game.
Yo, are those missions? Whoa, disband the room. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I wonder if we had a connection issue. The Arxis Classic.
I mean, that has nothing to do with the net code, the rollback net code between the players. So I don't see what the issue is.
Wonk, wonk. Can't have connection problems if you can't connect. You're thinking on your level of thinking is too high level for the rest of us, man.
Got him. Give it a couple years, they're gonna have me on payroll. I see how it's supposed to be.
So one random thing that I'm now very upset about.
What's that?
So I took a look at Twitter while we were talking, and they took away latest tweets, and they forced me on home. And I think that's like a partial rollout. So now I'm looking at all the stuff people liked. Stuff's all out of order. So yeah, it's pretty terrible. So the option that I desperately avoid, Twitter's like, nah, man, this is what you want. And because they always change it back like every 1 or 2 months, and then you gotta flip it back to latest tweets. But now I'm stuck on home. Like it's default and no options unless they moved it.
Oh, I think you just ruined my afternoon, man.
Oh, is it happened to you?
Yeah.
Rip.
It's trash.
I throw the whole Twitter away now, man.
For a while, I've been trying to figure out what the next social media is going to be. Might be time to really look into this.
I hope this is a temporary, because I don't want to use Twitter, but no more about social media.
It's not, because they've been pretty adamant about what they've been changing lately. So
mankind knew
that's true, but let's talk about something more pleasant. We got the match finally going. Milky J versus Tecto East Side. Let's see who is gonna make it to grand finals to play A3 Religion. Will Milky J get his rematch, or will Tecto get his rematch?
Yeah, both of them are victims, aren't they? Well, here we go. 5Ks at the start. Tecto behind 2K, getting the first burst out of Milky. All right. If you had any questions about 2D, well, there it is. That was longer than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's like one of those meme normals at this point. And speaking of this matchup, actually, Milky J's training partner, he may cut uses May. Right. So this is a character he's pretty familiar with. Though I think he's been having trouble with just generally.
Reversal burst. And that wasn't the answer. Got a little bit of room, but couldn't do anything with the ill-gotten gain. Milky J is able to take the first round.
And coming in from the top rope, catches Tecto swinging something. I think it was a 2D.
Woo! Yeah, gotta make some space after that. It was looking kind of scary over there in the corner. Cross up is blocked. The fadeaway JH again.
Trying to super see what's going on. Tecto not having it. Gonna get his punish.
Continuing the push.
Ooh.
That's something that's kind of tricky about May, actually, is trying to RC directly off of the Dolphin. You have to be pretty sharp, because if you're late and she jumps off the Dolphin, it turns into a PRC at that point.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, got the tick throw coming in from the top rope. Another tick throw.
Oh, okay, yeah. Want to burst that for quite a few reasons.
Wall crash. Taking back that momentum. This one's gonna connect, and yeah, one of the few times we see Milky J fully transformed.
All right, so after that, we got a wall break, we got a wall blast, we got a wall crash. What else we got?
Whatever comes to mind. I'm talking, man.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
all I
down
got
with
for
it.
you.
I'm down with it.
I was gonna call it Steve Austin and just leave it at that.
316, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yo, I'm with it. And the worst part is, you know I am.
So I should have brought it up then. Well, here we go, game 2.
All right, paying attention to the first time they had that exchange and waited a little bit. Even getting a hit and forcing the meter or forcing the burst out of Milky J isn't able to snuff him out just yet. Hey, what are you baiting? Trying to get some flinches, but RC staying on the front side and gets the throw. Tekko's still far away from meter, so it's having to defend this honestly, and it's not looking too good. Finally gets a neutral jump just to take the wind out of Milky J's sails. Great.
Just trying to press the issue. Ooh, neutral jump. I think I was stopping the throw.
Yeah, neutral jumps has been keeping Tekko in this game so far. 5P gets the conversion down to 3K. Stays on the front side, gets the hit in the air, but isn't ready to follow up on it. Air super from Milky J. And that... I was holding my breath. I expected to be enough, but I don't know. I've seen a wide range of numbers with these supers today.
Good counter hit, but not enough to lock down Tekko, but nonetheless, we still get pressed to the corner. Looking like a familiar story at this point.
Really familiar, getting a wall blast. I'm seriously gonna sit down and just make a list of synonyms for that. Ooh, fadeaway JH. Thing on the front side. There's a hand.
Yeah, I saw something too. I thought it was a grab, but it don't matter because Tekko got hit.
You reach, I teach.
And it's J2 up.
Yeah, it's looking like the training with Hime Cut is paying off. All right. That's a pretty good chance for a round start. Just throw a dolphin out there.
Yeah, there's that signature burst hunting again. But nonetheless, not deterred. Milky J still going in. And Tekko not able to really hit a good sweet spot here. Oh, that 2D again.
Tekko's just afraid of being on the ground. You see him like he jumps, neutral jumps, super jumps, forward jumps, all kinds of jumps. Gets away from the super, but has the meter to tuck it and make it. I don't even think Tekko was really like thinking about chasing that one down or anything. So
yeah, it may have been because of the meter.
Right.
I don't know. Milky J was looking for something there, but nonetheless, nothing came out, so he's gonna keep pressing the issue. Tekko finally got that fadeaway.
Wasn't ready for the conversion, was possibly looking for a burst, one that he gave up at the end to try to stabilize the round. Milky J was ready for it, gets the throw and is one round away from punching his ticket back to the top with A3 Religion.
Jump to try to catch any of the run up the road. Get a big jump in, some nice damage, corner push. Tekko pushing back with 3K, not gonna be deterred. Oh, there it is.
Neutral jump H. His jump H in general has been so good for Tekko. Ooh.
And I think at this point, Tekko's seen that enough that he has it in mind when an interaction occurs that this might happen at this 50 meter on Milky J's side.
Interesting about it though is it wasn't a punish, so in fact it was a counter. But, oh, this was gonna be huge.
Yo, who else got the supers? I do.
And that's directly after a gold burst, so that's the green light for Tekko to go in this round just to try to keep hope alive. H Dolphin, don't move anywhere. H Dolphin again, but that was shut down by a 5K.
Alright, Tekla is making the most of the momentum. Like whenever Tekla like finally gets that hit, he'll press it as much as it's worth because he knows how rare it is to just really get what he wants.
You see that Guilty Gear break though, that veteran break, which still wasn't enough to stop the East side.
Tekla finally on the board.
Mankind knew that they cannot.
He was gonna let the 3-0 happen.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed
Broke
the
that broom in
beasts.
half.
Oh man.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Game 4. Tekla doesn't want anything to do with the operators anymore, just giving it up, but still able to come on top of Milky's button. Get a couple of whiff, I can't directly say whiff punishes, I believe. I have to check. There's something that crossed my mind. If you get a punish notification against like K's and P's.
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Right.
Oh. Wasn't safe enough and was devoured by the shark. Tactile. Another straight round. Oof.
Counter hit to start off. Get Milky J off that burst immediately.
Yeah, like, did you see how far that ejected Milky? Surprised it didn't put him through the wall. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's us. Them,
Oh,
but I see the dabs, so.
Nah,
You okay? You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Alright, he's gonna roll back into it.
Haha, haha. I know you didn't intend that one at all. But man. I'm not stopping. Let it go.
Alright, Milky J pressing. After that wolf kick, Giovanna is negative, but I'm not sure Tech was aware of that because Milky's been pouring on the pressure after.
Alright. Ooh. I think Meg got turned around the wrong way there. I don't know which way she needs to be looking. Here's Milky.
Yeah, it's that neutral jump.
Right. And at the right time, too, gets a punish on the burst. And I'd have to go back and look at that because I kind of blanked out for a second. That was May being able to stand up after a 2H and punish that, I believe. I believe. That might have been like the staggered close S's, which would have been far more believable. But like, if she was able to stand up after 2H there and get a punish, it's like, bruh.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Nevertheless,
they
Tectal
blamed
started down 0-2, has found the equalizer, trying to find the last game and get the run back against Religion. Now, come to find out, I was running my mouth a little too earlier on when I said that the Hime cut training was looking pretty good for Milky because things are going off the rails right now.
Yeah, I think the big thing is Tecla's turned on the ground aggression. Before
Right.
he was like excessively fishing for like jump H, like with back dashes, double jumps. And now
You see the game plan unfolding right here, just Dolphins.
sometimes the meme is actually where it's at. You can't deny the power.
Nah. And it's not just the Dolphins by themselves, it's well-placed normals just to really be thorn in Milky's side as he tries to run in. He tries to establish anything, but like everything's been lining up for Tecla as they did in the first round. Gets the counter hit 2D. Long range counter hit S.
Alright, well, Milky is looking, that health bar is looking like it's on its last leg. Tecla's getting a good sniff at grand finals right now.
Down, buddy. 2S Dolphin. Finds it in the air. Super's not going to hit anything. So, yeah, good luck. And a long range S is going to close out the game, the set, and the match. Tectal 3 straight to take it 3-2 and move back to grand finals.
So good stuff and good adjustments from Tectal. Good stuff to Malik landing third place. So
Good adjustment from Teckle. Holding, he's a pad player, right? Holding the directional input thing in the forward direction after the normal and pressing the slash button. Good
Hey.
adjustment.
he didn't do it before.
That is true. Saltageki.
We in there. All right. So hopefully, A3 Religion is immediately available. We can get into this grand finals.
Nah, let's be real about something. We got to keep up with status quo. Hopefully, Tectal is immediately available and ready for grand finals.
I mean, there he is, waiting in the room.
All right.
Unless he plans to leave.
That don't mean he ain't got to run off the ESL or reset his game or anything like that.
Well,
Were you around? Yeah, I think it was Grand Blue. You remember the one time where, yeah, because it was like grand final. Where was this? Hold on, I want to find this now. Yeah, ZoneBreakers 13. You remember this? Where Teckel was playing Flower Man and got kicked off the PSN by his roommate who logged into the account.
I wasn't there for that one.
You weren't. Oh.
That sounds pretty funny.
That would have been really specific if you weren't there, because yeah, that was Grand Blue. Yeah, that's. You can't convince me that Tectel's not going to be the perpetrator in this, right? I got all faith in religion, pun intended.
Well, at least we'll know if Tectel steps away. At least through the game,
right? I flashed open Discord real quick and I saw Tectel had to restart, and I was like, oh boy. But that's the old message.
Ah.
Turn some lights on real quick. Fucking reach. Oh, that doesn't reach. Got me out here looking like a vampire, trying to hang out in the dark. Where are earbuds? Here are earbuds. I guess the one thing I haven't rambled on about is the one thing I haven't done yet.
What's that?
Taking a sip of water, stay hydrated.
And it's some places it's pretty hot out there nowadays.
Yeah. Hey, luckily we got some rain. It was cooling off over here. It was actually getting down to the 60s again. Almost feeling like fall weather, but like we've been hovering through like 70s through like high 80s, like high 5 in the 90s. But we still have July and August, so hopefully it won't be too bad around here.
Yeah.
But a place where it's not going to be mad, not going to be bad. I did say mad because I had Maturino on my mind. Got to do that Maturino filler. Exclamation point Maturino in the chat will bring up the links. ZBGGST29. That is your code for Guilty Gear Strive. Going to be paying out, I believe, top 3. We're going to be paying out players, right? That's all you need to know. You're going to be paying out players. And with that code, you can create 50 cents to add to the pot. Crowdfunded by Maturino. Got a couple of seconds before we get into the grand finale. So you can do a couple of sponsor quests, click a couple links, check out a couple videos, like some stuff, this, that, and the other. Get rid of it all when you're done if you don't want to keep it around, but it'll generate a few more bucks. And if you're feeling so generous, if you're feeling great, if you're feeling like you want the pot to strive to be more than it can be, you can donate your own money to the pot. Maturino. Oh. Hey.
Right. Grand finals begins.
So the last time these two, I just looked at Discord. There was a bathroom break between this. the last time
Reflecting on themselves,
these
they
two
blame
played,
the beasts
which was just moments ago in Winners Final,
or
Mhm.
hell.
A3 Religion got A3 game over Tekla. Didn't give up a single one. Now the question is Religion going to be able to do that again and close out the tournament? Or is Tekla going to be able to not only get on the board, not only get 3, but get 6 games to be ZoneBreakers Online number 29, the first ever GG Shrive champion?
It's a tall order.
Oh yeah.
But starting out good. Got the burst, got the life lead, got the corner until the Dolphin decided to go the other way.
That's something on my mind to check too. Like if you can delay that and get an autocorrect, which still wouldn't like hit in time, but just to keep from diving to the other side of the screen, which hasn't really deterred Tekla too much. Gets the rebeat on the close S, full confirm into the wall break, so has a decent lead to work with, but has to be mindful of the super. Woo! Also has to watch out for the long range 2H as well. Nah, you see the respect.
Yeah, he's using those normals to keep him going into that blood rage. And yep. Tries to put a command grab, but Tekla with the fadeaway jump P.
The thing that kind of surprised me, I can't remember exactly where Tekla was at that point, but I thought that would have been an air grab attempt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, actually.
Right.
Not really sure what happened there.
Either way, Religion with a gold burst here in round 2, so has a lot of meter to work with as they're able to march Tekla over into the corner, gets it confirmed into the wall blast. 2S. Nah, you know it's coming sooner or later.
Yeah, just yeah, this is looking more like the last match, the last set they played.
Yeah?
Duel 3.
Bro, you see the flick of the wrist on that man, though. You can actually watch it in Tekla's movement as he's trying to figure out how to get across the firing range.
It's actually real subtle where A3 Religion is making his stand because he's like purposely staying out of that place where May's dad will reach, and so
Right.
Tekla's getting kind of frustrated trying to dance around it because at that point that's where people usually try to chase May and then they get whomped by jump H and whatnot. But you know, A3 Religion is just like holding on like a wall.
Oh, I'm surprised Tekla was able to come down from that. I mean, even with the authority, and there it is, just a layup.
Goes in, just tosses her on the ground, gets game 1.
That almost looks like my favorite air throw in all fighting
Duel
games.
1.
What's that?
Clarice's air throw from Arcana Art. Literally just casually lost somebody across the screen. That's pretty close. Those can't keep me in there. We out of here. We get lifted again.
Ooh. The burst punish. Oh, I think that's it for Tekla.
Yeah, me too. You go to the wall, man. Oh yeah. There's a wall up there. What do you know?
I think that's what most. I think pretty much every super is designed to smash you through the wall. I think.
I wouldn't be surprised. This is something that hasn't been on my mind, and with the fact that it is a cinematic that lifts you up, that made me question it for a second. But it's just me being a noob.
Fair enough. All right, and Texas is getting ripped apart by these staggers.
Yeah, the funny thing to see though is like Tekla had a hit there, but didn't have the right spacing on it, and Religion had the response in the event that Tekla was off the mark. Gets the super a little later on down the road, and that's a quick 2-0. One more game, and A3 is gonna have 3 and be the champion.
Ah, is that where the 3 comes from?
Yeah.
A three in a row?
Yeah. In some forms of life, that's called a turkey.
Getting tapped by the Dolphins and the normal cancels into the Dolphins, but Like you can just tell that A3 is like, yeah, this is kind of the cost of doing business. But Techno's got I was gonna say a bit confirmed, but not quite.
Right, just didn't dash in deep enough after the first close test to get the rebeat to the second one, which is kind of big. Well, actually, it is pretty big, especially now. You bursting?
I was looking for it.
Right. But that still leaves Religion in a good spot. Tesla's gonna have to fight back in. Gets pushed out by the fadeaway normal. Ooh, and Religion was looking for it. Texas was able to get in there just in time with the H Dolphin. Again, doesn't have the range.
All right, 2S takes it. Almost lost there. So if losing the round after trying to bait a burst is never a good feeling. Like you just rather have the burst and then lose, if that's how it has to come down.
I would dare say that was a round that Tecmo gave up, though. But I mean, we can go back and forth about it all we want. We still got more game to work with. Legend stepping forward, catching Tecmo, trying to move. Isn't able to catch him out of the air. Gets a big sweep.
Yeah, we got more game to work with. Tecmo's lost a lot of that game.
Yeah. Just tapped into a meter. PRC. I don't know about that one.
That's it.
Huh? And with that, ZoneBreakers Online number 29, first Guilty Gear Strive champion, A3 Religion.
Bringing that one home for New York.
Hey, so we gonna have to put some Tims on the flyer. Let me stop.
What's up? Those are some pretty good matches. So we got A3 Religion with the Nagori Yuki with first place, Tecto East Side with the May in second, and Milky J with the Giovanna in third. But thank you all for signing up, for watching the stream, and sticking with us through the downtime. So really appreciate that. I'm glad we can host the first Guilty Gear Strive tournament. It was those some fun matches. I had a good time commentating.
Oh yeah, it was good times, good times. But I think with that, unless our streamer has anything else to say, I think we can be up out of here.
Yep. So if you haven't hit that follow button yet, go ahead and do that, and there'll be more tournaments on the way. I'm not sure what the schedule's looking like now that we got Strive, but it looks like we're gonna have Grand Blue and BB Tag for the next event.
Are we gonna be back, man?
We will be back.
We gonna be back.
Right. Well, I will say take care. Tune in next time.
Till then, peace.
Peace.